Hi, everyone, and welcome to our foundational training. It is Tuesday, 5/28. I hope you all had a wonderful holiday weekend. I know it was fun. I'm actually helping my parents yesterday. They need a new car because they are 91 and 87, and they need a car that they can throw their walkers in. So what's great about network marketing is that I am able to come here, work in my sister's bedroom. I was raised in this house from the time I was 6 years old. I'm doing my business on my sister's bed. And then from here, after we get done, I'm taking them and we're getting them a new little Honda CR something or other that you can put the walkers in. And if I was not a network marketer, I could not travel and work and do what I need to do. So I guess what I'm telling you is I am living the freedom of a network marketer today. And if that's something that's interesting to you, then you are in the right business, because network marketing gives you a freedom that I haven't seen in any other business. So, of course, LifeWave X39, our wearable light technology, is the product, right? It's an amazing product. We basically have stem cell technology that is changing lives, right? That's what's really going on with uh uh our our wearable, our patented wearable light technology, right? And we wouldn't have a business if David Schmidt wasn't the inventor, owner, and creator that he is of technologies that are bringing longevity. But now I want to talk about how we do the business, which is in the distribution model of network marketing, or MLM. And that's just as beautiful, but for different reasons, right? A distribution or an MLM business. And Jan, you got to let people in. Okay, it's just you and me. Okay, so thanks. Oh, Lynn, that would be great if I could have your help. Could you say hi? Sorry. Could you say
Hi,
hi?
Marcy.
You at the
Yep.
top of the
Hi,
page?
Marcy.
That
Yep.
that way Jan could still be filling orders. I mean, I know
Yep.
why, what she's trying to get as many. You guys work her so hard, so it's not, that would be great. She can fill orders and Lynn can admit people in. So that's great. Okay, so but the distribution model of network marketing is pretty special in itself. And I always like to spend about 15 minutes, especially for new people that don't really understand this model. They're like, we love the product, but there's a business and it's MLM. And what does that mean? And weird. So I guess I just want you to know that it's not weird at all. It's a company chooses a distribution model, right? Some of you know I worked for Ralston Purina, a pet food. I sold dog chow when I was young for 10 years. I ran Southern California, like, wow, that was a consumer product company. And they're a $5 billion company. They're huge. And for some reason, everybody thinks because you know of that kind of distribution model that it must be the best. But let me tell you, they spend 50% of their marketing money on things like advertising, marketing, slotting fees for grocery stores, all these sales reps and company cars and all this stuff, right? And then if you work for a company like that, the most like I could ever make in a company like that is 100,000 a year. That's max. I mean, it sounds great, but it's really for 40 years of your whole life, that kind of money, and then you retire. It's okay, but it sure doesn't say, oh my gosh, I could build an empire, right? And so that's how they spend their marketing money. In a network marketing company, David chose to pay 60% of his company's sales back out to us to market the product. 60% comes back to us. So does he pay slotting fees? No. Does he pay, company cars? No. Does he pay, to put it on TV like Ralston Purina? No, because he's paying us to share. But what an amazing concept. Did you know that network marketing is the only industry that creates more female millionaires than any other industry in the world? I mean, I think that's really beautiful that we have that opportunity. And I mean, men too, but sometimes, there's not as much opportunity still for women as men, just saying. And that network marketing has that opportunity for making female millionaires is pretty amazing. Men, you can be millionaires too. I'm not counting you out, but I'm just saying, right? It's kind of beautiful. And that network marketing is all about networks and building teams, and through not really selling, but through educating. We're basically more like teachers than salespeople. We teach something called duplication, and from that comes leverage. So what do I mean by that? Well, would you rather make $100,000 a year selling Coca-Cola, or would you rather have 10 cents a bottle for everything sold around the world, right? That's what we're talking about. I can enroll 100 people in 4.5 years and teach them how to do the same. And now I have 100,000 people that I get a little bit of money from when it ships, direct ships, drop ships all over the world. That's the other beautiful thing. Network marketing is drop ship before drop ship got cool, right? You like that, don't you, Denise? Network marketing was drop ship before drop ship got cool. We were drop ship into people's houses forever. We have never been a retail type of a business. We're always drop shipping and building our business at home. That's what we do. Well, then COVID hit, and what happened? Everybody drop ships and build their business at home. Now we are like an industry that's really quite advanced, that's been doing that all along. I don't know about you guys, but just the other day, I don't have time to go to the store anymore. I drop ship my coffee maker. I drop ship my shoes. I drop ship my 3 dresses to take to Hawaii. I did it all in an hour. Like, it's really quite amazing. So this model is really a model that is pretty beautiful for where the economy is going. We can do our business anywhere. It's residual income. We teach leverage and train teams. I mean, it's really pretty cool. And so right now, I'll give you an example of leverage. Well, hello, everyone. Traveling, traveling and realize how much I miss my Ohana angels. Isn't that sweet? So let's talk about this. In a minute, I'm going to teach you guys how to make lists and how to invite. And by the time we're done, there will be 100 of us making a list of 10. What's 100 times 10? I think that's 1,000 names that we will make a list that we will invite to something, and we'll do it in 1 hour. So do you see what I mean? A lot of people doing a little bit of work in 1 hour is what makes you the money. And I want you all to realize that there's 108 people on this training with me. Most of you are somewhere in my organization. That's leverage. So the key to this business and financial freedom is having as many people as possible in your organization coming and doing the work with me or with you. What's the work? The work is 333, making lists, inviting, and following up. So, your goal then would be to bring 1 to 10 people here next week that do the work with you, because that's more people that are inviting in your organization. Let me say that one more time. That's more people inviting in your organization. So that's what's really important about, we make lists for ourselves, but then we take the hand of the people that want to build with us and we help them make lists together, and we help them, because the first 20 in anyone's list is the juiciest. I enrolled all my biggest people in my first 20. So if you've already done your first 20, what would your goal be? Help 10 people build their first 20 in your organization, right? That's called, the big network marketing word for that is taprooting. Taprooting, okay? So let's talk about how many hours you need to work, because most people in network marketing spend way too much time, oh gosh, doing the wrong work. Jan, you guys, because I'm at my parents' house, my computer's about ready to die. So you guys are going to give me 1 minute to figure out where my charger cord is, and everybody's going to be really quiet and not freak out. Hold on. And I found it. We're good. I'm holding. I'm gonna hold you guys. Maybe. If nothing else, you'll see that this business is real people. If you're new, there's nothing more real than I got 108 people and I'm going to lose my computer because I'm at my parents' house. Okay, I'm back charged. Thank you for being so gracious. Okay, so let's go back. So they do all the wrong work. I know people in network marketing that are like, I work 40 hours a week and I'm not duplicating. And I'll say, well, what work are you doing? I'm going to all the plugins, I'm researching all the product, I'm looking at all the YouTubes, and I'm not making any money. Why don't you think they're making any money? Because they're not doing the work. And that's because the work causes fear. So what if we could turn fear into fun? Wouldn't that be fun? So that's why you're here. We turn fear into fun. And the next thing that I want you guys to think about is the very first thing you need to get for your business is you need to set up your office. And the very first thing, the most important thing you need is a calendar book because we're in business. So if you don't have a calendar book, you're not in business. Okay. How many people got a calendar book here? Put it up if you got a calendar book. Okay, because that tells me you're in business. Okay, if you don't have one, go to Staples or drop ship it from Amazon and get one. And you're going to get one that books on the hour. Now, you're going to book out the time you're going to do the work. Now, if you're like me and you're a workaholic, you're going to book out the time you're not working. Okay, just saying. So, before you do that, I'm going to tell you what the work is. And I'm an Aries, so I'm messy. I'm sorry. Calling it what it is. So there's my hours, but I'm going to read it to you, and you neat people make it neat. Okay. This business of the right work is 10 hours a week. You need to commit to working 10 hours a week of the right work. I mean, you could be a millionaire in 10 hours a week. How many people would work 10 hours a week if they could be a millionaire? Okay. This is the work I do, and I am one. Okay, so here we go. 5 hours a week, you're going to contact 3 people a day. So that's 1 hour of contacting 3 people a day, 5 days a week. Okay, that's 5 hours a week of contacting 3 people a day. The first part of our system. Everybody good with that? Then you're going to go to our 4 podcasts a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They're all about 30 minutes. And I'll show you where those are in a minute. That's going to be 2 hours a week. And then you're going to do 3 trainings a week. My Monday and Tuesday training and Saturday training. That's 3 hours a week. 5 plus 2 plus 3 is 10 hours a week. And that's all the right work. You go to this stuff and you invite to it. Ready? Write that down. I go, I invite. I go, I invite. I go, I invite. I go because you want to hear the stories. I invite because that's the work of network marketing. I go and I invite. And what do you invite? You're going to make lists. All we do in network marketing, we are list makers. We are list makers. My mentor, who is one of the biggest network marketers in the country, I exposed her to a business I did 10 years ago. And I showed her my great MLM company and that I drove to all sorts of doctor offices. And she said, that's great, but you're not a network marketer, you're a sales rep. And I said, no, I'm not. I'm a network marketer. I belong to a network marketing company. She goes, no, that's not the work. 2 years later, she enrolled me into her company. And that's when she trained me how to be a network marketer. And the very first thing she did was say, get out your phone. Let's make a list of 10. Who are we going to invite? Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? We're going to do that work today. But I just want you to know you could write network marketers are list makers. That's all we do. We make lists. We help other people make lists. We just list. Okay? List makers. So then, if we contact 3 people a day, 5 days a week, because that's what I told you, 5 hours a day, a week, 1 hour a day, 3 people. So 3 people a day, 1 hour a day, 5 days a week is your 5 hours. Okay, so what's 3 times 5? 15. What's 15 times 52? 780 people a year that we're going to contact. And when you do that, this is interesting. Most network marketers only enroll 100 wholesale pack and auto ships in a lifetime. Do you think if you contact 3 a day, 5 days a week, so 780 people a year, you could enroll 100 wholesale pack and auto ships? That's pretty good. Pretty good odds, because all we're doing is exposing all the time without attachment. So I'll explain that. When you enroll 100, you contact 780, you enroll 100, 50% of those people will just love the product. The other 50% will do some type of business, and 10% of them will be your workout buddies, the ones that are in. You want 3 of those on your right and 3 of those on your left. We're a binary tree. I have built my empire on about 6 people that just went to work early on. Okay. So then you want to write on your calendar book. I have it all here on my book. You want to write on your calendar book how much money you want to make a week. It's important. If you do not write your goals down, they will never happen. You don't have to be all spreadsheety unless you want to be, which is great too, but write it down. I have here, I work 10 hours a week. I work 10 hours a week. I broke it down how what I do in those 10 hours. We already talked about that. How many people I contact a day and how much money I want to make per week. I like the per week because this company pays on week. So do you want to make 500 a week? Do you want to make 100 a week? Do you want to make 1,000 a week? 10,000 a week? 25,000 a week? 50,000 a week? I don't know what you want to make. You know, write it down, put it in there, and know that that changes. Put a goal down that's attainable so you don't get frustrated. And then when you hit it, up it. When you hit it, up it. Okay? It's quite amazing. This technology is so good. And when you do the work I just told you to do, you can make great money in this company. You know, this company's almost doing $500 million now. It's amazing. So that's what I do. Okay, that is what I do. So get your calendar book and write what I just told you down. Then what you want to do is you want to go and you want to get a notebook. And that's because network marketers always take notes. I like to say whoever has the most notebooks is the winner. I probably have 50 piled up for, I don't know. I go through a notebook almost every month now. I take so many notes, okay? Then you want your list book. Your list book is the who do you know? I was going through my list book. List book, when you find people and then they go to your list book, you make them real. I have 3 people right now I must connect with at 11 o'clock when we start working, plus another one that just came in on my phone. I got to put them on my list book. So I work them at 11, right? I got to work too. So I know I was so funny because I was traveling. I had all this stuff going. I'm like, it's okay. I'll have 11 o'clock today to do those 4. And that's all I need is an hour to do those 4. I'll be good, right? That I say that to myself sometimes too. Okay, so your list book. On the top of your list book, once again, you're going to write this. And if you don't have this book yet, it's okay. Write it on a piece of paper and then transfer it. Okay? LifeWave, the holy grail of healing. Have you heard about stem cells? Who do you know that would like this? Okay? One more time. LifeWave, the holy grail of healing. Have you heard about stem cells? Who do you know that would like this? Write that. That puts your mind in what you're doing. This is what I'm doing. I'm in stem cell technology. Who wants it? Okay. We'll go further in list making in a minute, but get your list book. Okay. So far we got a notebook. We got a list book. We got a calendar book, right? And then get your business cards, because a business card tells me you're in business. Okay, once again, we're in business, right? And we're in stem cell technology. We're in quite a great business. So give a card, take a number. Give a card, take a number. Let me give you an example. You're at Starbucks, just like when you were in preschool. Write this down. My name's Marci. What's your name? Write it down. We have forgotten how to say hello to people. My name's Denise. What's your name? My name's Veronica. What's your name? Okay, what do you do? What latte are you getting? I love your dress. I'm Marci. What's your name? You know what? Today your homework is go meet 3 people. Don't even sell them don't even sell them. That's the wrong word. Don't even present stem cells. Just meet 3 new people today. See how it feels. We never do that anymore. Hi, my name. What's your, just wherever we all go somewhere almost every day. Just say hello to one person. I won't even make you do 3. Do 1. Say hello. So then if they say what they do, I say, oh my gosh, do you have a card? And people in business have cards and they will give you one. And then you give them yours. Now, have you ever been a place where you're out talking and you say, do you have a card? And they're like a chiropractor or a hairdresser or a real estate agent and they do this. Oh, I don't have a card on me. Okay, have a card. Isn't it irritating when they don't have a card when you want one? So have a card on you all the time. Have them in your purse all the time. I never go anywhere. I can pull out a card all the time. All the time I have a card in my purse. Anytime I go, I always make sure I have cards in my purse. I can always hand a card out, right? And then I don't hand a card, and I try to always get a phone number. Oh, well, let me get your number. I can send you a little sample out. I can send you a little gift out. You might like the stem cell technology. Or I also always have, lately, I've just been carrying a sleeve of X39 in my purse. So I can just put a patch on them, right? Let me put a patch on that, and here's my card, right? So that works really, really great. Look at, I got a little tiny purse, it all fits. Okay, so business cards. I'll show you where to get those in a minute. The other thing I really like are my mini presentations and my business bag. I'll show you how to get those too. Why do I like a mini presentation? Because they're scripted and I don't have to do all the work. I just read. I don't know. Let me read them. Do you know that we were in Hawaii? You guys wanted me to tell you something? I made Jan make me 300 of these. Okay. Because we went to party after party after party in Hawaii. And what do you think I did all my presentations with? They all got one of these. And they all got an extra, all guests got an X39 and an Eon in it. And then we asked who has really bad pain from, I think, a 6 to a 10. And then all of those people, we put Ice Wave on. And Ice Wave would break the connection of pain in 5 minutes. And Ice Wave actually sold the whole room, right? So there's my Ice Wave. So that's all I did. And it's so funny, we ran out. We had, thank God Susan had another 100 that she had ordered. So we went through 400 of these envelopes in Hawaii. I'm going to Arizona and I'm making Jad make me 300 of these. Why? And we're in Arizona. In Hawaii, we didn't even do PowerPoints. It wasn't a PowerPoint place. We were going from local church to church, community to community, people. Arizona, we're going to have a PowerPoint. But I want everybody to have one of these. Why? Because they can go share it with someone and duplicate. So this tells you all about how X39 works, the benefits, and also the Now site, startx39now.com. You might want to write that down. That's our product or our exposing site. And inside, it's so awesome. We just tell picture stories. And then we have people rate themselves. So then I tell them, now go home and tomorrow, see how you do the next day. This one talks about how X39 works through elevating GHK. This is everything GHK does. This is awesome. This is what to expect. And on the back side now, I don't know, do you have a new one, Jan? This is an old one. that shows the patching podcast schedule. We just started adding that. We actually have the new podcast schedule on the back ones now. Those are just starting to come out. I don't think I have that yet. There, show on the back. You see how we have the patching podcast now on the back? That's pretty nifty. And then my favorite is the all products flyer, which quickly talks about all the products and the placement. I call this the quick guide. And then of course the order form. I call it the price list order form. So by the end of the presentation, I take everybody to these 2 pages and I teach them how to take their silver pack and auto ship order for their person. So everybody's taking orders by the end of the event. So that's why these mini presentation pieces are so important. So you can get 10 of these with a little business bag, and I'll show you how to do that as well. So those are my tools. Lastly, and I didn't bring this to Oregon, but I have my clipboard. You go get yourself a clipboard. I call it my follow-up clipboard. So what are you going to go buy at Staples? You're going to go buy a calendar book, write this down, a list book, a notebook, and a clipboard. Can you remember that? And then what you're going to buy from the biz site are business cards and the business bag. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So you go to this website. This website is called start333biz.com. And this website is our business site, everything you need to know about the business. And what you're going to do is make sure when you go to this site, you click here and you put your name, your cell, your email, so that you get all the blasts from Evolve. A team that communicates together stays together. Very important. And then you want to go down to the system. And when you go to the system, it's private now, so you do need the username and passcode. The username is start333biz, B-I-Z. The passcode is 333biz, B-I-Z, to get in. And once you get in, then you're going to go to some of the tools. So you're going to go over here to Evolve Tools. And then you're going to go to the business bags. And this is where you can order the bag, and I do have the new graphics so you can see our new tools, which, everybody's really liking these a lot. They like that they're 5x7. They like that they're bigger and easier to see. So you will get all of these for $15, and you just email Jan J. Rand your name, your address, and your phone number, and you can order up to 2 bags at a time. I think we don't have that on there anymore. Okay, well, I'll have to get that added. So, but you can only order up to 2 bags at a time on that. The newer piece that we just did are the new business mini info cards. And you order this as a separate pack, and they're $10, and you get 10 of each. And these are, if you want to talk compensation plan, the system, and the 90 days to director. The other side of the system has that you invite them to the patching podcast or the training podcast. So I like that a lot. I'll probably have to change that picture, but so you see that. But once again, you would email janjrand@gmail.com your name and your address, and that you want to order those. That's in addition. Why do I like these? Well, and you see the back, so the system is 333, the now site, the biz site. And what do we invite? We invite to the patching podcast or the training podcast. When I was in Hawaii, I presented the product with the business bag, but then I presented the business when people wanted to know the business with these 3 cards. So I just trained everything on cards. So this worked really good. Okay. So you can get those. You can also go get your, Lynn, there's more people trying to get in. You can also go get your business cards, and they're right over here. And you just click on here. And you order these from Sally, our designer. And you can order a lot of cool things from Sally, but here's the business cards. You can pick from here to these cards, lots of different cards to pick. While you're at it, yeah, so that's your business card. So those are really the beginning of what you need to get to start your business. And I would say that probably it's going to cost you $100 to invest in your business, which is really nothing. Can you imagine you could be a millionaire and invest $100 to get your business started? So let's say that again. You need your notebook, your list book, your calendar book, your clipboard, your business cards, and your business bank. 6 things to really say, I'm in this business, okay? So those are your tools. So now that you have your tools, let's talk about the work. What are we going to do now that we are in business? Well, we're going to do the system. Well, before I show you the system, well, yeah, I'll show you the system. So,
Marci, can I ask
yeah.
a question about the patching podcast? You'd mentioned that there's 5 days a week, 3 people a day. There's no podcast on Friday anymore, correct?
Yeah, so you still work 5 days a week, but you invite to the 4 podcasts. So you work on
Okay,
Friday,
thank you for
invite to
clarifying.
Monday. Sure.
I appreciate it.
Yep. So so the system. So you go back into the system to know what the system is, okay? And then there's more people waiting. And you go over here to the system. And you see here, click here to enter the evolved system, the 3 steps to success. So your homework is, if you're brand new, to go tool around the system to see what that looks like. Also, these are all resources underneath the system. So the resources are within the system and outside of the system, right? So you can either go into the system and do stuff, or if you just need something and you don't want to go into the system, you could just grab it through one of these other tabs in the resource. But let's go into the system. So our system is 3, 3, 3. We contact 3 a day. We invite 3 a day, and we follow up with 3 a day. That is our system, right? Hold on just a minute. I'm writing notes because I'm realizing that I want to change a few things. Okay, so how do we do it? Well, step 1, and we'll do this in a minute, but I just want you to feel it, is we make a list. We're going to do our first list of 10, and I'm going to show you that in a minute, how to do that. So it's going to be, who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? We're going to make a list. Then we're going to invite. What are we going to invite to? We're going to use inviting scripts, and we're going to invite to a patching podcast. We're going to invite to startx39now.com. You can invite to a story. You can invite to a link. You can invite to a gift. All we do is invite. We're going to invite to something. We're going to make the list and invite. We're already done with the 3rd step, the 2nd step of our system. Contact 3, invite 3. Invite. Remember, when you water 5 times with love, you close at 80%. When you water 1 to 4 times with love, you close at 10%. So you're always inviting to something and following up and inviting them to the next thing until you water them 5 times without attachment. When I say with love, it doesn't matter. You're just being of service. I like to say we're teachers and we're customer service. Okay, when you have that mindset, this business is a lot more fun. Then we follow up, follow up, follow up, and we use our follow-up clipboard to follow up. That's all we do over and over and over again. Okay, and we'll get there in a minute. Now we have two sites that we use in our business. Write this down. StartX39now.com is our exposing or our product site. And we've already been talking our business site. Start333biz.com is our business site. So it's very important that you understand that we're always inviting to the now site. Invite to the now site, right? And why? Because this is how we pre-qualify people to see if they like it. So what do? Go to startx39now.com. Watch the first video on light. It's 2 minutes. The second video on how X39 works. It's 3 minutes. It's really on stem cell technology. This video is on stem cell technology. And look at the pictures. That girl is the one training me. She looked really bad. She had fast-growing cells. She's in remission now and regenerated. You go look at all the pictures. You need to know what you're sending your people to. So make sure you watch the first video on light, the second video on stem cells, and look at the pictures. This business doesn't get any easier than this. You ready? Write this down. Have you heard about stem cells? Oh my gosh, it's really helping me. Go to startx39now.com. Watch the first video on light. It's 1 minute. The second video on stem cells. It's 2 minutes. Take a look at the pictures. In about 3 minutes, you'll know if you want to try this, or you'll know if you want to go to a patching party, or you'll know if you want a gift, right? Have you heard about stem cells? Write this down. It's that easy. Have you heard about stem cells? Go to startx39now.com. Look at the 2 videos, look at the pictures. Would you like to come to a patching party? Would you like a gift? That's about all we do over and over and over and over and over again. When I was doing training in Hawaii, I realized it's really pretty simple. Have you heard about stem cells? That's what we've always been saying. It works really good. It's real simple. You can do a whole lot with that. You can add a story with it. You can do a lot of things, but really, I remember when Jan first started the business, we went to BJ's and she just sat by people. She said, have you heard about stem cells? Have you heard about stem cells? I love it. Da, 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 da. That's how she started. So that works really good. Okay. So now let's go into our list making. Okay. So here we go. We're going to make our first list right now together. Everybody get their piece of paper out and their phone. Here we go. We already put this down. LifeWave, the Holy Grail of healing. Have you heard about stem cells? Who do you know that would like this? I want you to make your first list of 10. Their name and their cell number, right from your phone, right from your phone. I'm going to help you with this. Right now, look at your phone. Everybody, make your first list of 10. I don't care if you're brand new or if you've been doing this forever. Get on your phone and do a new 10. We always are making lists. Once you do your first 10, then remind yourself, well, just do your first 10. So who do you know that you respect? You know, I'm just going to be honest. It's okay. When you respect somebody, that means they're usually better than you at something. It's okay that someone's better. You want them in your business. Peter No was a better network marketer than I was. I respected him. Mariah could share 5 businesses at one time, much better than me. I respected her. Jan Rand could work an event like no one I've ever seen, better than me. I respected her. She's on my list. Who do you know that you respect? Who do you know that you love? Put them on your list. My mom can't get her hip replacement surgery because she's having many strokes, and I love her. And I've been in this business for 4.5 years, and she's finally letting me put X39 Eon and Ice Wave on her hip. I do 2 X39, 2 Eons, and 2 Ice Waves every night for her to go to sleep. So, oh, and I just ordered her Silent Night. So, who do you know that you love? Who do you know you can help with their health? Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know you can help with your health? My girlfriend had really bad lower back pain. I knew this would help her. I wanted to put it on her back, right? My other girlfriend, she loves good skin. She finally noticed that my skin was looking better than hers. Why? Finally, she started wearing Alavita. Who do you know? Who do you know? And I say this to you because I've been doing this for 4.5 years. And finally, there are some people that I really love that are using it that were not open early on. So do not be frustrated. It's okay. It doesn't matter if they don't see it the way you see it. Love them anyway, right? Eventually, you may help them. Okay. So don't get yourself all in a roar about it. Who do you know that you want to build a business with? Like, who have you always wanted to build a business with? Who would, I always say start with you and find one person that sees it like you do. That's all you need. You hold hands and off you go together. Who do you know that you want to be that person for you? Right? Maybe there's two, maybe there's 10, maybe there's 20. Who do you know that has influence? Okay, this is really interesting. These are the people, right? That everybody does what they do. My girlfriend Liz, she has 30 girlfriends. They're all doing things. Whatever she does, they want to do. They're all going to skiing together. They're all going to the little clothing party together. They're all now starting to learn about stem cells together, right? Because they all do what she does. Who are those people in your networks? I'm really not that person. I just know some of those people and I put them in my business, right? Who do you know that is a progressive healthcare practitioner? The ones that like light, that like stem cells, that like regeneration, that like phototherapy, that like peptides. I mean, they're muscle testers. They do what is that? Cranium sacral. I don't know. The chiropractor adjustments in the neck. That's really high up. Who do you know that are those kind of people? Right? Because those kind of people know a lot of people that like our technology. All their patients like that technology, right? Dr. Tim in Hawaii is one of those doctors. He connected me to the Hawaii team, right? And he just sent me another patient that's ready to order, right? So what am I going to do? I'm going to call and take the order. Help. I'm the customer service for his influence. Of course I am. And we both make money. Who do you know? Who do you know that's entrepreneurial? The one that works 3 different businesses. When I called on Peter, no, he was working a Nerve 2 product. He was working a microcirculation product, and he had a water business. He always was working 3 businesses at one time. I was just hoping I would make one of his 3. I was hoping that one of them wasn't really doing that well. That's what I was hoping. Who do you know that's a network marketer? Okay, right now, I want to know, raise your hand if you've ever been in a network marketing business or been in direct sales of any kind. Raise your hand. I want to see. Okay. Put in chat which one you were in. I was in Amway. I was in Young Living. I was in doTERRA. I was in LifeVantage. I was in Mary Kay. I was in Arbonne. I was in New Skin. I was in Amari. I was. Look at all of these. Who do you know in your phone right now that was in that business with you that you could share this with? Because those people are network marketers. And fun tip, all of you should be meeting people when you're in network marketing businesses because those kind of people like what we do. And you put them in your phone. How do you put them in your phone? You go to contacts and you put their first name, their last name, and under company, you tag them. Who are they? Jan Rand, massage therapist. That's what she was when I met her. Works in OC, friends with my friend Michael, and I met her in a company called LifeVantage. Do you know when I started my list, I typed in LifeVantage and I saw who's in my list that's in LifeVantage, and there's Jan Rand's name because I tagged her right in my phone. You should be able to make lists in your phone. I probably have 30 massage therapists. I don't even know. Let me go see massage. I should be better myself. Oh wow. Massage therapist. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh my God. I I have a lot of people that are massage therapists in my phone. Okay, as an example, that could be a whole list for me, right? I should probably be working them because we would be a good fit for massage therapists, as an example, right? You could go and right now, if you had tagged your people right in chat, you could go do a list of everyone in Avocare, everyone in Mary Kay. Do you understand? I could go to LifeVantage right now and I could put in LifeVantage in my phone. Do you see how my phone is my business? And I have a whole lot of people that come up that were former that I met in LifeVantage. If you haven't started that, start it now. I didn't know that when I first started. Monavie was my very first network marketing company in 2009. Anybody remember that drink that you would take a shot of? It was so yummy. Right? And Denise is like, I did that one, but nobody trained me to tag people. So back then, when I was doing business, I literally have people in it in my phone as Heidi. I don't even have a last name. Because nobody trained me. So these are all network marketing skills. And so don't be hard on yourself if you haven't done it now yet, but do it now. I can make a list in my contact. I can just search OC and everyone that lives in OC with me will come up. I can search Michael. All of Michael's friends will come up. Okay. Be be an expert at lists, right? That will make you a lot of money. Your phone can make you a lot of money. So let's go back to your list of 10. Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? And oh, I forgot this. This is a super fun thing to do. Go down your contacts and see how many people are actually in your phone. You just start with A and you search all the way down and you go all the way down to Z. And you know, it will amaze you how many contacts are in your phone. And I would ask you, let's say you have 2,000 contacts in your phone. How many of them have you actually reached out to? And I don't know if you, I don't care if you haven't met them in I don't care if you haven't met them, right? For 20 years, you can still reach out through a text. That's why I like text and talk and text. Reach out with a text. Oh my gosh, it's been so long, Adrian. You used to be my babysitter. I haven't seen you in 20 years. Send a picture of yourself. Let her send a picture back. Like, it's okay. When you reach out with the text, it's not so fearful. And then when you look at the text, no, you got to call them too. Text and talk and text. That's what we do. Or if you call them, text them because they'll never call you back, but you can book a next appointment through a text on your calendar book, right? So those are really important skills. So let's finish your list to 10. And everybody needs to put at least one network marketer on their list. Anybody that put that they were in a network marketing. I want to see one person from Kiani, one person from Neolife, one person from Amway, one person from Noni, Acne Labs, Armin, Stamping It Up, Pampered Chef, Revive, doTERRA New Skin, Melaleuca Herbalife, Frequency One. I haven't heard that one for a while. Healy. Oh yeah, Healy hasn't been doing so well anymore. Get Healy people in. Avon, Zigga, Young Living, Arbonne, right? You understand what I'm saying? If you've been in one of these and you know somebody that's been in one, they like our kind of business. Who wouldn't want our technology, right? Shoot, make 3 people. And if you've been in more than one company, find one from each one. Do you see what I'm saying? Put them on their list. Those network marketers are my favorite. Number 1, they love our kind of products. Number 2, they love our kind of business and they'll make you money. Okay. So And somebody put in chat how many people were in their phones. Did we have anybody with 1,000 people in their phone contact? Anybody with 2,000? Anybody with 3,000? I want you guys to see what your phones are. Okay, everybody got their list of 10? So now, that's your list of 10. When you're new, that's your first juicy 10. Then you want to add another 10 and another 10 and another 10. If you've been doing it a while, then you guys got to keep adding to your lists, right? And also, you can go right through your phone and say, who don't you know? Start in your A's, who don't you know? Start in your D's, who don't you know? I don't know Adam in my A, I'm clueless. But I don't care. I'm going to say, have you heard about stem cells? It's been a long time. I don't even know how I know you, but you're in my phone. Who cares? Denise, I don't even know how I know you, Bill, but you're in my phone. Have you heard about stem cells? This is my picture. Nice to meet you. Like, who cares? So use your phone and have fun doing the work. Now, if you've been in the business a while, I want you guys to go into your organization, personally enrolled team, and you're going to make a list of 5 that you're going to invite to come here next Monday and Tuesday and learn how to share the business. You want to know how to share the business? Come do this with me. See if they say yes. You don't know if you don't ask. You don't know if you don't ask. More people already have wholesale pack and auto ships in their tree, and they've never asked anybody if they want to come learn how to share the business. You probably have 10 business people that you don't even know you have because you've never asked. Get moving on your list. I have lists of my new list. I have lists of people I don't know from my phone. I have people that I want to invite to come learn how to share the business that I get from my organization, personally enrolled treat. And then I have a list of people that I'm helping with their people, like Dr. Tim, right? That's another list. I just want you to feel that all I do all day long is work in lists. Okay. That's how you make your money. Okay. So everybody got their list of 10. Now we're going to send them to something. So the easiest thing to do once you have your list, and we're going to train until 11:10, and then we're going to start working because I rambled today. Okay, is you're going to now invite. Okay, we already did the first thing. Contact. Now we're going to invite. Well, what are you going to invite them to? Well, I just want you guys to remember that the easiest thing, okay, we have all these scripts and I'm going to show them to you, but I want you to remember that the easiest thing is our most simple ask. Write this down. Have you heard about stem cells? It doesn't have to be more complicated than that. Go to startx39now.com. Would you like a gift? Would you like to come to a patching podcast? It's about that simple, right? I think sometimes we get it all worked out. We, get ourselves all too complicated. So one more time, let's do it together. Have you heard about stem cells? Go to startx39now.com. Would you like a gift? Would you like to come to a podcast? When you go to startx39now.com, watch the first 2 videos and look at the pictures. It will take you 3 minutes, right? Go to startx39now.com, watch the first 2 videos. Look at the pictures. It will take 3 minutes. You want everything to be simple. So one more time, here we go. Let's say your very first person on your list is Bill. Bill, have you heard about stem cells? Go, I love them. Go to startx39now.com. Watch the first 2 videos and look at the pictures. It will take 3 minutes. Would you like a gift? Would you like to come to a patching party or a patching podcast? We do patching podcasts and patching parties. Would you like to come to a patching podcast? Would you like to come to a patching party? Okay. I might write like one of the most basic scripts still right in here. Okay. It's that simple. Okay. I was doing training in Hawaii and I realized when we're doing the system, we had just be so simple to train, right? Have you heard about stem cells? Go to the now site. Do you want a gift? You want to come to a patching party? It's really not that hard, right? But we also have them written out for you. So what's today? Tuesday. We are going today to invite only to the patching. Well, you can invite to the Dr. Stacy call because you guys like that one. You can also invite to the patching party. And you can also invite to a gift. Okay. So let me read, and these scripts are already written. Let me read you one. And you guys can do 2 gifts today. So write this in chat for me, Lynn. Your goal on those 10 people is to you can send out 2 gifts, and then you're going to invite 5 to Dr. Stacy and 5 to the patching party. Okay, 2 gifts and 5 and 5. Okay. Well, how would you do that? Well, you just grab this script. And I'll put these scripts in chat. When you guys start working, I'll put everything in chat. So they're there for you. But let me just tell you how you do them and then you can get started. Bill, I found a patented wearable light technology that repairs and regenerates you like when you were younger. For a great overview on stem cell technology, go to startx39now.com. Watch the first 2 videos and look at the pictures. Text me your address. I'll send you a gift. There it is. That's basically, sounds a little prettier on what I just told you about, right? Or you could do this one. Dr. Stacy. Bill, I'd like to invite you to join us this Tuesday where you'll learn about the science and technology of this cutting-edge product from Dr. Stacy and have your questions answered. For a great overview on stem cell technology, go to startx39now.com. Watch the first videos and look at the picture. I'll text you the invite below. Do you see the general theme? Go to the Now site, watch the 2 videos, right? For a great overview on stem cell technology, right? Have you heard about stem cells? So it's basically, have you heard about stem cells? Stem cell technology, go to the Now site and invite them to something, right? That's the concept. Right? That's the concept, right? Patching party. Bill, I'd like to invite you to our virtual patching party this Wednesday, where you'll learn about this cutting edge technology, hear testimonials, and you'll even have a chance to win a free 30-day supply of product. It's a party. Once again, this is the same. For a great overview on stem cell technology, go to startx39now.com. Watch the first 2 videos and look at the pictures, the invites below. So you see that, right? It's the same concept, right? It's all about going to the Now site. It's all about stem cell. And it's about either inviting them to a podcast or sending them a gift. That's the concept. That's all we do to our list over and over and over again, except when you made the list of people that you want to invite them to learn how to share. Then you would send this script. Bill, I'd like to invite you to build a business with me. Join our foundational virtual office training on Monday and Tuesdays, where you'll learn how to make a list, invite, and follow up to receive our cutting edge technology. You will learn how to either get your product for free or become financially safe or create great wealth. I will text you the invite below. And that would be to invite people how to share the business, right? On how to share the business. Okay? So, you ready? 2 people, you're going to send this out. Oh, and you can mix and match the scripts. Hey, do you want to receive a gift and learn more at the Patching Podcast? Right? Of course. Do you want to go to the patching party and get a gift? Of course. So here is the script. Then you're going to also do the script for Dr. Stacy's call and or the patching party. Dr. Stacy is more sciencey, very influential. In the patching party, I'm more fun and experiential, and I give away some free sleeves on the Wheel of Fortune. So they're a little different vibes. So you have to decide what's best for your person. They're both very good in their own ways. Okay. So what I'll do is I think I'm gonna make this more simple. Instead of just putting the scripts, what I'll do is I will just put in chat the actual link that has all the scripts. I think that's actually kind of a great idea. Maybe if I can do that. Maybe I cannot do that today. Give me
Marcy, if you hit Control V, it'll copy.
Are you serious?
Like
Control
if you just
V?
highlight it and then just go Control.
Control V. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Control C. I'm sorry.
Control C. Okay, thank you. I'll do that here in a second, but let me just go back. I lost it completely now because I was fiddling. So right here, and I'm going to the system, and I'm just going to your inviting scripts. Copy the link, and that should go into chat for you guys. So then do me a favor, don't write stuff right now, you guys, so it's all in the right order. So then there's your inviting script. So you do your list of 10 and you invite. And then what are you going to invite them to? You're going to invite them to a gift or a patching party. So if you invite them to the gift, that's if you want to do it in the office, it's actually outside of the system. In the system, you could invite to a gift, but you're mailing out the gift yourself. And trust me, Jan and I can't fund everybody's gifts. We'll go broke, right? We just do a few to give you the concept, and then you can do your own. But in the office, you can do 2 gifts. And to do the gifts, Jan sends this out, all the information with 2x39 and 2 eons, and it has your name and phone number on the label. And the way you do the gift is today you're going to fill out, and we'll give you the daily code in a minute, the daily code, your first name, your last name, your phone number, who you're sending the gift to, and you hit submit. And that gift then will get sent out. Okay, what do you do? Control C. Isn't that nifty? Hold on. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so there's the gift form. Now, you also want to invite to the podcast, So the podcast you go here back into the system, and you just go to the patching podcast, and you just scoop back, invite to podcast, and you're just going to find the ones we talked about. Tuesday would be Tuesday. So there's Tuesday, and you can just grab the actual edit, copy, edit, paste actual picture of her, or you can grab from your phone the link, and it texts people with the actual join with it. That's pretty nifty what it does now. So there would be the science and tech. There would be the patching party that I told you about. And if you wanted to invite them next week to learn how to share the business, you would invite them to what we're doing right now, which is on Monday and Tuesday. So the best thing, instead of doing all the individual, is you're right. I'm going to start control. Oops, shoot. This is funny. I'm going to. Can you let people in, please? I'm going to go here, going into the system, going into the podcast. I'm doing the highlight. I'm going Control C. That is nifty. And I'm putting this here. Those are all the podcasts that you can invite to. Boom. Okay. So we made our list of 10. We're inviting. We're inviting to a gift. We're inviting to the patching party, or we're inviting to the doctor call. So let's just say what we're doing. List of 10. we're inviting, you can invite 2 to a gift. You could invite 5 to Dr. Stacy. So that's what you're doing to your list of 10, right? And 5 to the patching party. Everybody with me what they're doing? And all of it's in chat. Okay. Now, after you do that, well, you're going to need to follow up. So how do you follow up? That's when you get that clipboard that I told you about. And you print these documents off. You print these documents off, and I'll show you the ones I like. I like the sharing envelope, right? So this is printing off the same thing that's in your business bag. This is printing off the same thing if Jan sends a gift on your behalf that they're getting. You need to have the same information they have. Why? Because there's scripts. You just say, I don't know, I just learned about this. Let me read it to you. Let's read it together. Get your envelope out. Let's read. You want to open up, you want to print out the GHK flyer. Well, how does stem cells work? Well, you elevate GHK and it activates stem cells. Let's read it together. I don't know. I've just learned myself. Read it. You read what to expect. I don't know. I just learned that when you wear X39, you elevate 4,000 genes to a younger, healthier state. Let's read it together, Susie. But I don't know, and you don't know. So let's go to the Monday Tell Your Story, or to the Dr. Stacy, or to the virtual patching party. All we're doing is inviting. Well, I really don't know. All I know is these are just real people and they look really good. That guy's not bald anymore. And it looks like his eyebrow even went black. That little boy's finger grew back. I mean, it's weird. Yeah, you can, what do you have going on? You can't sleep? Are you at a 1? Well, let's see if you sleep better once you start them, right? The International Health Tracker's there if you guys like it. Some teams use it, some don't. Print it if you like it. The All Products Flyer is there for the US. Some teams like it, some don't. Print it off if you like it. I happen to like the International. I print that one off. The International is my quick guide. Oh, I don't know. I just learned about X39. Let's go read what X49 does and where to put it. I'm not really sure what SP6 does. Let's read it. Oh, you want to order? Oh, well, I've never really taken an order before, but let's go order them together. Well, it looks like 1X39, 1X49s equal 1 point for a month's supply. One sleeve of supportive is 0.5 for a month's supply. The Alavita skincare is 1.5. Mix and match. We should probably say there's a 30-day supply on there. There's so many things when I look at stuff that need to be fixed. It's amazing. It never ends. So
You're awesome at catching it, though. You're awesome.
well, that's very sweet. So $2.99, 1X39 for stem cell activation, 1 Eon to reduce inflammation, X49 to support your brain and your heart and lean muscle mass, and glutathione for detox. Yes, you can get all of those for $2.99. X39 is 1 point, X49 is 1 point, Eon is 0.5, and glutathione is 0.5. That adds up to 3 points. And of course, 1X39 the following month to keep your stem cells activated. Your name is, your address is, your birthday is, your credit card is, your email and your phone number is. Now, you need to make them a username and passcode. Make it for them. Don't let them do it. Their username should be their first and last name, lowercase. Their passcode should be a team passcode that are all the same for your team, so you can get in and work on people's orders for them and train them. If you don't do that, you will be very sad. Okay, I'm telling you. So do that. And also know that you can't use people's credit card without their CVV code, and your pay portal's a different passcode. So it's pretty safe doing that. So that's where you are there. And then you take an order. And then you go, oh my God, I took my order. Now what do I do? Well, you go back into the biz site and there's a tab called Input Order. You can look to see how to input it. You can also call customer service. You can also go to some of our Saturday trainings, because we always train on compensation and order input on Saturdays. Monday and Tuesdays, we train more on the actual work. Saturdays is compensation plan and back office stuff. So know kind of what we talk about. And you can also call Jan Rand and she'll help you if you get hung up. Jan, if you could put your name and number in chat, that would be great. And remember, or not, she might be too burned out for that. I don't know. She doesn't have enough time. Lynn, can you put your name and number? Lynn's going to help. Hey, isn't it great to have help? Lynn will help you. So don't freak out. Just take the credit card, because what we find is that we ship well, we pay well, but our back office was written in 1985, and people cannot place their own order by going through your website. It's confusing. So take their order, and also know that when people want to give you a credit card, take it. Like, don't say, "Oh, don't give me a credit card. I'll send you a link." No, nobody wants that. They want you to be of service. So take their credit cards. You all should know that an Amex is a 3, a Visa is a 4, a MasterCard is a 5, and a Discover is a 6. We all should be expert credit card takers. I must have 1,000 order forms in my file, and I'm always of customer service. It's just the way you build business, is taking the credit card. So that form's really important. Now, so these ones are cool too. If you guys want like a 4-way podcast invite, print one of those off. Some of the teams just cut those off, and they have all the patching podcasts in there. You can also just grab this one, which is the podcast all by itself, just the flyer. That's right there too. You might like that. And then I just put the business ones, our system, our 2-page hot sheet, and our 90 days, because, sometimes you might want to train the business and have it right there on your clipboard, right? That's my system. I just think that's so easy to train with. System, websites, and you either send them to the patching podcast or the training podcast. Why do you all want these all on a clipboard? Because it's your follow-up clipboard. You need to have it all together so you can talk to people about it, so you can read to them. And let's say you're at a big meeting. April and I were in Texas one year. There was 100 people, and literally our PowerPoint didn't work. Thank God we had envelopes, and thank God we had those business documents on a clipboard. We just took the piece of paper off the clipboard and we just showed it like we were Vannas. It works. So the reason you always want a clipboard with everything you need together is you never know when you're going to really need it. Or one time I had it all on my clipboard, and then one of the distributors says, "Can you do a 10-minute business training or a 30-minute business training for these 10 people?" I had nothing, but I had my clipboard. So I had everything I needed to train with, right? And then I call my clipboard the Naomi, because she went and she did 333. She made her list, she had 5 people that wanted to know more. She said, "I don't know. They want to do a Zoom with me, and I can't tell. I don't know anything." She looked at her clipboard. It was all printed off. She said, "Oh, wait, I can just read this to them." She did. Always have 10 printed order forms on that clipboard, because the more order forms you have on that clipboard, the more orders you take. I don't go anywhere without. I do these on the 5x7s, but you can see in my bag, I have a whole bunch of my quick guides, my all product flyers, and my order forms. I don't go anywhere without those. That's the lifeblood of my business, right? I can take an order anywhere. So either have these or have your clipboard ready to go. And you know what? So she read the clipboard and she took orders. So with that, we have talked about why network marketing. We've talked about the tools you need to get to start your business, like your office setup. And we've talked about the system 333. We're going to make a list of 10, and we're going to invite 2 to a gift. We're going to invite 5 to Dr. Stacy, and we're going to invite 5 to a patching party. And then I'm going to give you the code as soon as I turn off the recording. And then you're going to print off your follow-up clipboard. You probably won't need that till next week. But after you start sending all these invites out, people are going to start wanting to know more, and you better have that clipboard ready so you can read it to them. Okay, with that, we're going to go ahead and stop our training.